y'all. So if you saw my last video, I'm hoping that I posted this one last. I went over to my dad's and got the china cabinet that was my mom's, and y'all, it fits perfectly in the space. So I cut off the video after that because I just felt like it was going to be too long. So I'm still kind of working on it for the rest of the day. So I thought I would do a little filming with that. I'm going to real quickly go through and the stuff that was in the cabinet and decide what I think I want to keep and what I'm going to donate, because some of it I don't want, and I don't think my sister would want either. And then just decide what I'm going to keep, and then I'm going to go kind of clean it up a little bit. And you know, once you bring one thing in, it's like you have to do fruit basket turnover in your house. So I've made some things, shift around a little bit. So that means I got to shift some more things around. So we're just going to work on that for a little bit today. And I'm so happy to have this piece. It was my grandmother's, and then my mama got it. And it's really just, she didn't really have a good place for it, to be honest. She made it work, and it was pretty the way she had it decorated, but she just didn't really have enough space to put it out like she wanted to. But it's going to give Daddy more room now that it's gone. It'll help him out, and it's going to help me out because I have the perfect space for it. So these are the boxes of things that she had either in it or on it. And it's dusty, so I'm gonna need to clean it. So these I'm gonna keep, but I'm going to clean them up. I'm just gonna spray them off and let them dry. She had this, I'm keeping it. I'm gonna take it in there and dust it off. I don't think I'm gonna keep these, so I'm gonna put these in my donation bin. I have a big one in there that I'm gonna take this week. These are from my grandmama and daddy's wedding anniversary, their 50th. And then I think this was probably the little angel that came from the funeral home after my granddad passed away. And I bet you anything this was theirs. But I'm gonna keep this little bag and put it right back in the cabinet. These were in there. They might have been my sister's, I don't know, but I'm gonna put them up and let her know that I got them, and if she wants some, I'll give them back to her, just some little tea lights. This was in there. I don't think I'm keeping that. Oops, this little bottle was in there. I am gonna keep this one. Throw these over here to be washed. She had 2 of these, and I am gonna keep those. I'm gonna take those inside. That can go inside. These red napkins here were my grandmother's, and we use them sometimes over there at Christmas. So I'm gonna keep them and wash them, and then if we decide we want to use them at Daddy's at Christmas, I'll take them back. And then I think most of this stuff is stuff I'm actually gonna keep. This was one of these little gravy bowls. And it does have the ladle, so I'm gonna keep that for sure. This was just a little greenery that was in it. I'll probably keep that. There's the ladle. She had a few pieces of this in there, and I actually have some of that here, so I'm gonna definitely put that in there. This pretty little plate. She had this white pear. I feel like most of the stuff in this one is stuff I am gonna keep. This bowl, which I think it goes, yeah, it's got the same print as that other. And then this is in there. I love this picture. So pretty. It's just beautiful. So I know I'm going to put that in there. So I am going to set this stuff back for right now and go ahead and put those things. I don't want any of this to get broken. I'm going to go ahead and put those things, a couple of things I'm going to donate in there. and then wash that off before I can start working on the cabinet, excuse me. Hampton, you ready to go inside? Okay, I'm coming. So I'm going to load up this dishwasher, y'all. I put all kinds of stuff in my dishwasher. So I'm gonna put some of this stuff that I just took out of that china cabinet in the dishwasher and run it. And then I'm just gonna start kind of shifting some things around. Cabinet, if you did not see it on the other video, when I tell you that it's the perfect fit, I mean it is the perfect fit for this space. This chair was just already here. I'm on the fence, probably not going to stay. I feel like I could do something else over there. So I don't know, not sure I'm gonna leave that right there, but for now that's where it was. And it does have the light fixture behind it, but I think that this light, we can turn the bulbs up, so we won't have to do anything to those because it will go back without it. And I'm not really going to worry about that because honestly, I don't use that light a whole lot anyway because we have one up here. But I'm going to go ahead and dust it off. I'm going to put this liner in that bottom drawer, and let me show you the paint that I'm thinking about painting it, maybe. This is a paint that I already have. It's chalk paint, which would be okay back here because it's not going to be like trafficked and used a lot. And it's called Blue Harbor. It's a really pretty color, and I do think it would match. Of course, it would match my house because, you know, I've got blues and greens everywhere. Part of me kind of wanted to paint it a green, but the laundry room wall is kind of that green. So I'm thinking this color might be pretty, you know, kind of, you see both of them. And I already have this, and it's completely full, so it would probably paint the whole thing. But what I'm going to do now is just clean it up. I'm going to go ahead and put a few things in it that I have out. And I've got to move some things in my bedroom, and the piece that was back here, I moved it in there. So I want to play around with that a little bit. And I like to sit on things a while before I make a decision. But this would really be so simple to paint. And I could antique it the way Mama has it, you know, kind of antiqued. And I'd make it really pretty. And this would look really pretty against this wall. So I'm thinking, y'all, thinking. There's also no glass in this, and that's okay because I'm going to have glass fit for it if I decide to leave it open. I thought about doing fabric here, I don't know, but for now I'm going to leave it open, and I'm going to just kind of think. I'm thinking I want just to replace the glass, but haven't made up my mind yet on that. But I'm just going to leave it off for right now while I'm thinking about it.
I catch my breath when you're near. Every glance pulls me deeper in. You're the voice I long to hear. A love like this must begin. No one else feels like you. You're the dream I hold to. I need you, I crave more. You're the one my heart beats for. No distance like you.
So I'm gonna wait till the stuff is clean and just put some of that stuff back in here. I have plans for this, y'all. I'm not just gonna put the stuff that Mama, well, actually, she had some of that, and several years ago, I kind of cleaned it up and restaged it myself. So I'm gonna probably put some of that stuff up, but I have some other things that I want to display in here. But looking at it in the hallway, I'm about 75% sure that I am going to paint it that blue color. I just think it would be a really pretty pop of color back here if I did that. Of course, I'm always, drawn to white. I just bought from somebody off of Facebook a ladder, like a blanket ladder, that I'm thinking this would be a pretty spot for. So when I get that up, with some blankets on there, and I add some more color in there, I may decide, I don't need to paint it. Another option would be I could put wallpaper in the back. Now, I kind of like that, y'all. I'm just sitting here thinking about it. That same wallpaper that I have in my shelves in the den, I love that wallpaper. I got it on Amazon if I could find it. That would be so pretty back here. So anyway, I'm in the playing stage right now. That's what you have to do. You got to play. This is the wallpaper that I have behind these shelves. I absolutely love this wallpaper. It's pretty expensive, but if I'm just doing that one little shelf, that cabinet, it really shouldn't take much at all. So I'm gonna check to see if they have any more of this on Amazon, because I'm thinking that might be the way to go. Here's the kind of things I do all the time. Definitely got this from my mom. This was in my bedroom, and I always felt like it was kind of low and short for the space that it was in, but I like it, but I didn't think it was that great. Well, this is behind our love seat that they do recline, so you can't put anything major back here. This would work, and I like the length of it. Now, I have in it right now just some of my little electronic stuff and a few blankets. That Kindle has had it, so that needs to be tossed. But I moved this piece in here, and I think it's so cute in here. It really does fit this space well, and it'll hide, which I'm going to clean all that mess up. It'll hide that. I've got to clean it off. It needs dusting. And really, there's not a lot of stuff in here. I think most of the stuff that's in here, I could actually find a new home for it. So I'm going to work on that next. There's some Christmas things that I can put in the other Christmas bins. And see, like, even this, it barely has anything at all. That's just like Christmas notepads. And that can definitely go. I've got some little seasonal bins in the laundry room, and that can definitely go in that. And this is just Christmas dish towels. These can go with my Christmas stuff. I can put those in a bag and put those in the attic, and then when we pull out Christmas stuff. And then this one is also like Christmas mugs and things, and I think I could also put that up there in the laundry room space. And this one, it just has some of my little knick-knacky decor, which see, that went back on this table. I don't know, there's not much in there really. I could rehome all of that too. And then let's see, this is just some more little miscellaneous decor. Again, some of this can go in the hope chest, and I do have that bench, the little thing underneath it, and it's got one drawer. But I'm almost thinking I could put even like a pretty basket. I've got one like this upstairs with the scallops, and put one of the baskets inside the hope chest. So that would alleviate all of that. And then this one is just more of that kind of stuff. So that can be rehomed, and then I can keep electronics in here, and I'll see. I don't know what else, but I think I can, I can make some changes with this to make it better used in my room. I'm gonna go ahead now and clear out this little table that I brought in here that was in the hall. I think I kind of have spaces for most of this stuff, and I got some bags to work with. So I think it's gonna work out. We'll see. Y'all, these cords, they drive me crazy, and all the chargers for every little thing. I have done a better job lately of labeling those, but when this uploads, I'll have had it in there for about a week, and I love this space for all of those things. It's just so much more convenient to put all of those little chargers in these little baskets, and I can charge my Apple Watch right here every night. It's just going to work out well, I think. I really like having it over there, and it really matches the rest of the bedroom. It's got that, you know, bamboo-y wicker-like baskets, and it's white. So it's worked out, and you can see I'm moving some stuff that I had in my bedside table in this because I just kind of wanted to keep it all together. And I've done a little rearranging since I first put it in there, and I'm sure I will continue to do it until I get it, you know, just like I want it. But I think this piece is really going to work out well. And I just could never get really happy with it back there in the back and the little labels and all. And I don't know, it never felt exactly right to me. So I think we're going to enjoy having it in here. Okay, I'm getting tired, y'all. I've had a pretty full day today, so I'm going to share this with you. I did put a few of like all of these stinking cords, chargers, but I do have most of them labeled, but gee. And then this just has a few of those little things, and my other book light and my Kindle. And then I did leave just my owls in this bottom, and this has Christmas cups because I really didn't really have another good space for them right now, and I don't really even need all this space. I don't really have anything for this, so I'm sure I'll find something for it later, but for now I'm just going to let this be as it is. And I just put my warmer over here and just a little greenery. I'm going to play with this, and something will probably happen here at some point. And then I just felt like, and I've kind of felt like this since I put these up, that this was kind of empty down here, especially with that ottoman because it was so low. So I just put that to kind of fill the space, and I like it. I really do. So anyway, that took care of that. So this was in the hallway, you know, fruit basket turnover, and I moved it into here. Of course, I have this back here, and like I said, I'm in the thinking stage. The more I look at it back here, I feel like I need to paint it. I just feel like if it were that blue color, it would really pop. But they also have a pretty green in that chalk paint too at Walmart, and I kind of want it to be green. I don't know, but I just put a few things in it for now, and I think I am going to end up painting it and get Trent to move that light fixture the other way, and then I'll put that ladder here that'll bring a little wood tone in with some blankets and quilts, and I think it's going to be really pretty back here. Thank y'all for watching this little video of just, you know, fruit basket turnover. But you know how it is when you do one thing in your house, it leads to all these other things. It's always been that way for me. But I've kind of got my thoughts in order. I'm going to rest now. I kind of know what my plan is, I think. I'm going to go look at that other color before I decide on the paint, because I'm really thinking I want green. I really want some green back here. So we shall see. But thanks so much. Make sure you subscribe, because gosh, I've got so many things going on and so many things coming up. I don't want you to miss a thing. I would love to see you on the next one.